This episode is being brought to you by Whitetail Institute, Big Game Tree Stands, Icon Trail Cameras, Grim Reaper Broadheads, Deer Crossing Archery, The Buck Cage, Hips Archery Targets, Big Deer Hunters, Farmstead Archery Supply, One Stringer Arrow Wrap, Dead Deer Walking, Girls in the Woods, Heads Estate Panels and Pedestals, Big D's House of Teas, and Camp Dog Cajun Seasoning.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of Team Kill Zone. In this episode, we're going to be hunting with Chad Neal down in West Virginia. He's trying to fill his buck tag down there, so let's see how it goes.
Hey neighbor, heard you took another big 10-point on your place.
Yep, got him coming to Upper Food Plot.
Dang, we both plant fields, but you've got the deer. What's your secret?
I plant Whitetail Institute products. Couldn't say.
The Whitetail Institute of North America. Research equals results.
Introducing the new Icon Trail Cameras, featuring InvisiFlash, undetectable by animals or humans, ultra-long range detection, programmable photo burst settings, incredible long battery life, quick trigger speeds, large viewing screens, photo and video settings, Storm, Black Widow, Quick Shot. All new Icon Trail Cameras by Big Game Tree Stands.
The Steadiform will increase your accuracy, confidence, and allow you to extend your range. The Steadiform is an essential tool for every bow hunter to help eliminate form breakdown when it counts the most. The Steadiform was designed to give your bow hand a consistent anchor point each and every time.
I'm Carrie Wells, and I shoot the Steadiform.
We're Smack TV, and we put our trust in the Steadiform Fork Eliminator.
Steadiform will increase your accuracy, confidence, and will allow you to extend your range, guaranteed.
2/18, October 16th. It's Wednesday afternoon. We're hunting National Forest public land. We're in West Virginia, Hampshire County. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I got squirrels and deer moving all around. I hung this stand last week on Thursday. It was raining and snuck in here. I've been watching a really, really impressive buck for the last couple weeks up here in this little clearing, one of their wildlife management attracted areas. And there's just so many acorns up here. And every evening when I was coming down from scouting, I would see this buck out in this little field. And you know, it was early season, like before season early, a big bachelor group, and I figured by the time bow season come in, they'd be gone. Well, needless to say, the other day I came by and there was about 6 different bucks standing out in this field all together, and he was with them. So I snuck down in here and did some scouting, and I mean, there's a good sign, big rubs. And we came in here at 1:30 to get set up and bumped deer out coming in. They're bedded down just down over the ridge, real thick. So I hope he wasn't in one of that group of deer that we spooked out, but it's hard to say. I got real high expectations for this spot. The wind's it's swirling pretty bad. It's not exactly great, but like I said, we drove about 7 miles up in here. We're way back on a 13,000 acre plot of public land. So we're going to sit tight and make a day out of it and see what happens. You can tell it's pretty thick. All the way around. It is thick and nasty. We're sitting on this little bench. I got a ridge flats out up there. And then the wildlife clearing areas over here on top of the ridge, about 100 yards, where we should catch these deer going into. That's the plan anyway, so we're gonna see what happens. I've been waiting a long time to get in here and hunt this spot. I finally got enough hours built in at work where I could take an afternoon off and sneak in here. So, it's gonna be a long wait, but hopefully it's gonna be worth it. We're not shooting anything but a decent buck up here, because it's gonna be a terrible, terrible drag or pack out. We're a long ways back in here. Just had 3 does come in, dead downwind behind us. They circled around back here. I wasn't used to try to even film them in the real thick stuff, but I couldn't get in on them. It's about 4:30. I think that's the 3 deer that I bumped up whenever I came in here that were bedded down. They ran straight down every hill, and there was one more that ran straight out along that way. But at least they're back up on their feet moving through here. But yeah, they never winded me or anything. They were dead downwind, wind's blowing straight towards them. I was hoping that's where the deer wouldn't be coming from, but I'll have to see how it goes. But dead deer walking. Cover scent's working pretty well so far. We've not been winded yet. Hopefully our luck holds out. We got that bear in Petersburg. It probably goes 350. That wasn't a bad size one right there, but for one, we're way back in here. And talk about solo hunting. I mean, I'm by myself. I have nobody around. That'd have been fun dragging him out of here. He wasn't 15 yards, walked right by the tree. He probably just screwed up the rest of my evening for me, though. I doubt that any deer that are supposed to be coming from that way are still going to be there when he walks through, but who knows? That one little yearling took off. She's gone. She's been feeding right down here the whole time. And we'll sit tight and see what happens, but just can't get away from these bears. Sean, you're got to come hunt with me sometime. You've been down to kill a bear. Well, seems like everywhere I go this year, they're everywhere. Well, evening number 1 in this stand on public land is coming to an end. Had one more day walk by after that bear come through. We're about out of shooting light. And we got a pretty good hike now. Really long drive out of here. I'm gonna check the weather tonight and see, hopefully, maybe we can catch a cold front that's supposed to be coming in. I'd like to get up here in the morning and try this spot out, but I think that bear might have screwed our evening hunt up. We'll sneak up above this little green field up here. I've seen that buck on it. See if he ain't out there. Hopefully we can get out here without spooking anything.
Why can't you just use the door?
Grim Reaper broadheads. Watch them drop.
You know, we spend a lot of time in the field hunting and fishing, and we thoroughly enjoy cooking and eating the game that we're able to catch or harvest. And there's nothing better on that game than Camp Dog Cajun seasoning. If it flies, walks, swims, crawls, or jumps, just sprinkle a little Camp Dog seasoning on it and cook. Be sure to visit www.campdogcajunseason.com and tell them RV Wright sent you.
November 6th. Last couple of days were real cold. Deer were moving good, and it's back up in the high 60s right now. We're hunting Hampshire County, Nathaniel Mountain, WMA, so we're hunting public ground. We've hunted this stand one time, and we got some good footage of about a 200-pound bear coming underneath of us. But I've been waiting to come to this spot because I know there's some good bucks right here, and this is a shoot a buck or die kind of stand. We're not shooting anything but horns. Number one reason, because we know there's a big one here, and number two, is we're way back up in here, so it's got to be worth the drag out. But the rut's kicking in, finding scrapes all over the place. Found a couple on the walk in here. We got the good wind's right in our face, so hopefully things plan out and we see some action tonight. But we got our fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. it's just about dark here. We've seen 2 does and 1 small buck. I love November. That buck come off the top of this ridge and cross in front of us. I got a little bit of footage of him. I don't even think you can tell what he was on the camera. And he made a few scrapes. He's just cruising. Got it a few times. No success. I think it was just a 4 or 6 point, pretty wide, just nice young deer. And so I know there's bucks in this area. I've seen 8 or 9 different ones pre-season, so it was nice to actually see one coming through here. A couple of does and stuff. It's a good location, deer moving through. But we're probably gonna be back in here bright and early in the morning, debating on the weather's calling for rain. So I'm hoping we can get a morning hunt in before the front hits, and hopefully the deer will be up moving. So we're getting ready to pack it up here. We probably got about 15 minutes left to film tonight, so hopefully tomorrow we'll see some more.
Want to attract more deer and grow trophy bucks on your property? Well, here's a news flash. You don't have to spend big bucks to learn how. We're the Whitetail Institute of North America. We've spent decades researching and developing products specifically for whitetail deer. Call us today and we'll send you 7 Imperial Whitetail seed packets and a free copy of our Producing Trophy Whitetails DVD. All you pay is $9.95 shipping and handling. The Whitetail Institute of North America. Research equals results.
The HIPS Archery Target Test. Same shooter, same arrow, same broadhead, and the same bow. After 75 shots, 2 completely different results. HIPS 6-sided archery targets feature 2-inch vertically heat-welded layers of variable density foam that are made to last. The competitor, with its thin horizontal layers, shreds to pieces after only 75 shots and begins to fail. HIPS Archery Targets. Head-to-head. Less shred.
You can't count on the weather, and you can't count on the rut, but there's one thing you can count on: Big Game Tree Stands. Big Game Tree Stands. Rock solid.
Alright everyone, that's all we have for this episode of Team Kill Zone. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and then make sure you like us on Facebook.